Hey guys, welcome. Welcome to No Lies, Just Love. Love Readings by V. Come on in today. We are going to be tapping into a collective reading here. Before I get started, make sure that you subscribe. For those that have already subscribed, thank you. If you're interested in a more personal reading with me, you can definitely go to spiritualvibrations.org. If you guys are interested in donating, it's not anything that's required, but definitely appreciated. The information is in the description box below. So let's go ahead and see. This is going to be a collective reading, so you guys already know. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If this video doesn't resonate with you, take a look at the other videos that I have, okay? So Divine Spirit, let's see what you want to talk about today for the collective. What's going on in areas of their love life? For the collective, what you want to talk about today? What's going on for the collective, for their love life? For those that's going to be watching this video, their love life. What you want to talk about? For those that's going to be watching this video, their love life. Their love life. Final shuffle, their love life. Final shuffle. Divine Spirit, one card only. What you want to talk to the collective about? Those that's going to be watching this channel here, Divine Spirit, one card only. What do you want to talk to them about when it comes to their love life? What do you want to talk to the collective about when it comes to their love life? One card only for the collective here. Oh, we have incompatible. It says we definitely have some differences in perspectives and priorities that could be making a relationship challenging. Okay, so for many of you that's watching this channel here, you may have broken up from a relationship because, to be honest, there was a lack of compatibility between you and this person, okay? Regardless if there was a situation that occurred, it kind of just boiled down to this person just not being compatible for you. For others here, you are in a relationship right now with someone, but you feel incompatible with the energy. There could be some differences here that you both have with one another. There could be some perspective, some issues on the perceptions of how you view things versus how your person view things. So it may not literally be that was confirmation. It may not literally be a situation where you and this person are incompatible, meaning that you guys should separate. For some, that may be the case. I'll get there. But for those that I'm speaking about, this incompatibility between you and your person has a lot to do with the differences, your viewpoints, their viewpoints, and things of that nature as well. So I feel like something about the relationship right now could be challenging, okay? For some of you, there could be some incompatibility when it comes to the sexual energy as well. For some, that may not resonate for everyone, okay? And the other way that I'm seeing this is that some of you are in a relationship with someone. You're trying to hold on to the connection, but there is incompatibility here, okay, in this connection here, that may eventually lead to a breakup in the near future as well, okay? So let's get some more insight, Divine Spirit, on this card for the collective here. The collective insight here in their love life, for incompatible for the collective here. Talk about this incompatibility here for the collective. What's this incompatibility here for the collective? And what is this incompatibility here for the collective? I'm gonna shuffle. Okay. The overall energy here, we do have show affection. So we're definitely going to start off with this card here as well. For some of you, there is a level of incompatibility because maybe you feel like this person doesn't show you enough affection. For some of you guys, there could be someone that doesn't show you any affection. For others, you get shown affection, but not maybe in the way that you want the affection to be shown. Okay, that is something that I'm seeing here as well. For others that may have separated from someone, they may have struggled with issues on showing how to be affectionate. Okay, they didn't know how to properly love you, okay, is what I heard as well. And that's going to resonate for some, okay, especially for those that has broken up within the last 3 hours, the last 3 days, the last 3 weeks, or within the last 3 months. Okay, all right, tap me into the collective here. Wait, Spirit wants me to continue to go from the back here. So Spirit is showing me a spread here, so I'm going to follow what Spirit is showing me. The next card here is they can be trusted. Okay, so for some of you guys that is in a connection or in a situationship right now, you know, some of you, you know, may be wondering, you know, whether or not this person is being faithful to you. Okay, for many of you, again, this may not resonate with everyone. Okay, but for many of you that's watching here, this person can actually be trusted. Okay, they can't be trusted. For some of you, this person is not doing anything. Okay, for some of you guys, you may feel like because of whatever is transpired within your relationship, the level of incompatibility, that there could be someone else or someone giving someone else attention in some shape or form. Even if it's not physical, there are things called emotional affairs as well. So but I'm seeing that that's not really the case. Okay, we do have here video chat here as well. I feel like, okay, this may be for some. I feel like maybe you don't really like to do video chat, or maybe your person really don't like to do video chat as well. I feel like one person doesn't mind, but the other one is not too hot on that as well. This could also be the message that I'm speaking about here. Could definitely be pertaining to those who may have recently had a video chat with your boo as well. Okay, and we do have self-love here. So this is so interesting that this card did come out, because as I was tapping into this energy here with incompatibility here, I was picking up on some self issues here as well. I think when I was speaking about the aspect of showing affection, when I spoke about this person could be showing you affection, but maybe not the type of affection that you want. And for those in which it resonates with, your spirit team is saying it's time to kind of go within. Okay, it's time to go within, because I feel like there is a longing of that level of affection that you see fit. How deep is it? How deep does it go? Like, you may need to go deep to discover why you feel that this person is not measuring up in the way that you want them to, right? Now, again, this is for those, you got to be honest with yourself too. I'm only talking to those that know that their person is putting in the work. They are doing their best. That's the key word. Okay, we all are cut from different cloths. They are doing their best, right, in showing their affection. Right now, maybe their best is not good enough, right? And so in those situations, exactly, in those situations, then it's time to have those conversations, right? But it's kind of making me feel that there is a deeper reasoning that you may not feel to the capacity that you want to, but it has something to do with aspects of self. Okay, so take that if it resonates. All right, so let's go ahead and tap on in, Divine Spirit, for the collective here in their love life. What's this incompatibility about? For their love life incompatibility here, we have finds you sexy. So I definitely feel for many of you, you know, your partner definitely finds you attractive. Your partner finds you sexy. You find your person handsome, attractive. So there is definitely, for many of you, that again, this person is showing you affection. There still is attraction that you have for this person. There's attraction that this person has for you. So the passion is definitely still lit here. However, there is some incompatibility though also. Okay, let's get some additional information here for the collective here, their love life incompatibility. What's this about? Incompatibility for their love life, what is this about? And incompatibility for their love life, what is this about? Okay. So we also have here being too clingy. Okay, being too clingy. All right, again, no lies, just love. All right, so with that being said, some of you guys are too clingy. Some of you guys are too clingy. You know, everybody doesn't like clinginess. You know, different strokes for different folks. I'm not knocking those that are clingy. Okay, I'm not knocking that at all right? But I'm just saying, for some of you, you could be a little bit too clingy, and that may not be something that your partner really kind of likes. So that in itself could be a level of incompatibility that either you're feeling or your person is feeling here as well. I feel like for many of you, this is not something that they have ever spoken or said to you, face to face or anything like that. For some of you, maybe so, because there is, certain people out here that they don't mind just speaking their truth, right? And so they will be straight up like, hey, shorty, hey, you being a little bit too clingy, all right? But again, they may have not verbally expressed that to you. And so for those that do vibrate from that frequency of being extremely clingy here, there is also some self-love issues that do need to be worked out, okay? We do have here very attractive here as well, okay? For many of you, again, there's just a lot of passion and chemistry with someone that you're definitely with for sure. Like, it's definitely giving a vibe here, but on certain levels, right? Not in all areas, and no one is perfect and no relationship is perfect here, but it's kind of giving me, there is imbalances right now in the aspects of relationships at this particular time here as well. It's like it's showing up in one area but not showing up in another area, okay? Let's see what these cards say. We do have the card of lonely here, and it also came out with falling out of love. I actually saw this way. This is how it's supposed to be, falling out of love and lonely. So for others, you got to be honest with yourself. You could be with this person. You're still attracted to this person. You still love this person. Okay? Maybe this person is extremely clingy to you. However, you love this person. But at the same time, you're falling out of love. It's kind of like you may have outgrown this particular person. And this is for those that's in a relationship, and maybe for those that have already broken up. You have kind of like fallen out of love. You have been going through a lot of growth, is what I heard. For many of you that's in this space in your love life, you've been going through a lot of growth when it comes to the journey of self-love. So it's kind of like the more that you pour into yourself, the more that you acknowledge your needs, the more that you acknowledge your wants, the more that you acknowledge your emotions, and knowing that your emotions are valid, however it is for you here, the more empowered that you become. So the more empowered that you become, what happens is, if the person is not up to the alignment that you are, okay, then that can create that level of incompatibility here. All right. And for some of you, again, you can still be with the person and still feel lonely. All right. I feel like for some of you guys here that has been going through this self-love journey, you're still in the process of it. There is more to come as well. Okay. When it comes to this situation here. All right, Divine Spirit, give me some more insight here for the collective on this incompatibility here. For some of you guys, it's respect issues, okay? Some of you may have broken up with someone that didn't know how to respect you, didn't know what respect was about. They may have not even had respect for for their own self, okay? To be honest, and so when people don't have a level of value or morals about themselves, it's very hard for them to show that to anyone else. So for many of you, there was some trust issues here. You thought you can trust this person, but then they end up betraying you, okay, as well. Infidelity, things of that nature here, finding shit in the phone, that type of shit, okay. For others, though, it's like, even though there is a level of incompatibility right now in some areas of your relationship, there is still a level of respect I feel that is being had. But that's for some of you. And for others here, I feel that you could be in a relationship with someone, but the person is going against your morals, going against your values, going against, certain boundaries that you may have placed within yourself, and they're not respecting that. So that lack of respect for your boundaries, that creates that level of incompatibility. Okay. All right. So let me get 2 cards of Divine Spirit here for the collective. What's this incompatibility about for the collective here? Okay. We have undecided. So for some of you guys, you're aware that there is a level of uncompatibility here with your person here. For others, again, especially for those that is dealing with some issues in a relationship where there is some respect issues here, I feel like for many of the collective, I'm hearing there is some level of respect issues, and it don't necessarily have to be a third party person. For some of you guys, the respect issue is that there is third party, but this is not like an intimate relationship with another dude or with another girl. This could be like family, you know, friends getting in the middle of your relationship. Okay. And it's kind of like, all right, there needs to be a boundary. This could be a mother-in-law, father-in-law, you know, the sisters, cousins. Just that can be a situation too for some, right? But I do feel for some of you that's dealing with these issues of respect, and however that unfolds in your relationship, you could be feeling kind of undecided. You're unsure what you want to do with this connection. You know that you care for this person. You know that you're attracted to this person. You do care or either love this person, okay? But you do know that there could be that boundary that is being dismissed, okay? And that is creating that incompatibility. So it's putting you in a place of like, do I stay or do I go? That type of energy, okay? Give me one more card here. Clarify this incompatibility here for the collective here. Incompatibility here. So we have here, they are checking your social media, okay? So I feel like, again, for some of you, this could be a situation where you feel like something is off in the relationship. So for some of you, you are the private investigators. You're going to figure out what the fuck's going on. You're going to grab the phone, type in the codes, and, you know, kind of go through, investigate to see what's kind of going on. For some of you, you're going to come up with nothing. But for others, you may actually come up with something, okay? Again, I'm talking to a nation of people. So, again, you have to take what resonates and leave what doesn't here as well. Collective, there is like somebody here, I don't know, there's somebody here for my collective very much knows that you are in a relationship. And when I tell you, honey, they are on social media looking, hopefully that you post something, hopefully that you create a picture, hopefully that you just make a post in general. Someone is lurking on your relationship. They're very much aware that you are in a relationship. They may not know the dynamics of the relationship, but there's something about your relationship that someone idolizes. And, you know, it's giving me weird energies here because we got being too clingy right up under that as well. So it's kind of like there could be someone really fixated on your connection. All right. For some of you, this is your ex. For others, this is just people on your social media. I also feel like for many of you, there's a secret admirer here as well. So at the, what's the overall energy here for this incompatibility here for the collective here? So we got future proposals. So many of you that's in a relationship right now, you know, like I said, you're indecisive here. It's kind of like pros and cons, you know what I'm saying? There's love and hate aspects in this connection, right? But for many of you, though, I feel like you do want to have a future with this person. Like you want to, you know, have that happily ever after with this person. For many of you, it's going to happen. There is some type of proposal that's going to be coming, okay? So it does acknowledge that you guys are going to be working through these incompatibilities here with one another. Again, bottom of the deck, accurate psychic ability, period. Thank you, Spirit. But, yeah, many of you are going to definitely be getting proposed to by this particular person. For others, again, you had a vision, right, with this person, and your vision was far for the future. You saw the future out with this person, but now you're questioning whether or not is there really a future with this person. Should I fully commit myself to this person here as well? Okay. Somebody, whoever this person is, that's kind of like lurking, I feel like they got a chance with you. That's for some of you. You gonna know if you know, okay? I feel like that's the issue. All right, let's start with this deck. We got here abandoned here. So let's talk about this, because this is showing up surrounding the energy of self-love here. And I was in meditation the other day, and I was just kind of doing some channeling here, and spirit guided me to the word of rejection here. All right, and it was more so acknowledging how right now as the collective there is healing that's happening surrounding issues of rejection. So it's quite interesting that this abandoned card came up, because that's pretty much the same thing, to be without, right? And rejection can also be to be without, right? So for many of you, there is something deeper, like I said before, that could be going on that you guys have been working through. For those, you've been working through this abandonment, you've been working through these rejection issues as well, because these could be some things that is getting in the way of your relationship. And for some of you, it may not be the relationship that's the issue, okay? It may not be the relationship that's the issue. It could be you. It could be your issues of abandonment. It could be your issues of rejection, especially for those that is extremely clingy when it comes to relationships. And so that's something that you need to look at, right? And so this is a path that the collective is going to continue to be on, healing issues of abandonment, healing those issues of rejection as well, okay? Because some of you guys, is really about falling back into love with yourself. Because I feel like for some of you, by falling back into love with yourself, you're going to see that the person that you have is the one. For others, that is not the case. Okay, again, I'm speaking to a nation full of people. Okay. All right, give me 2 cards for this energy here. Incompatibility here for the collective. So we do have business. That's a very interesting card. Give me a moment for that. For some of you, this is what this is about. Thank you, Spirit. For some of you, this incompatibility, right, in your connection has a lot to do with you guys really focusing on you right now. You focusing on yourself, becoming the best version of yourself possible. You are focused on your financial gain. You're focused on your career. You're focused on your goals. You're focused on starting that business. You are focused on elevating the business that you already have. Your mindset is kind of like somewhere else right now. So it could feel, your partner may feel lonely. For those that this resonate with, they may feel a distance. They may feel like there is incompatibility here, because your mindset or your energy has been focused elsewhere, where again, maybe this person wants you to be more affectionate. Maybe this person wants you to be a little bit more clingy, right? But you are really focused on your bag right now. You're trying to figure some shit out. You're trying to make some shit happen, okay? As well right now, okay? Like you on your own journey right now. So communication is really the key. You know what I'm saying? Like having that level of communication, expression to your partner, like, look, this is a time of my life where, of course, love is definitely important, but right now I really have to kind of turn the focus on me, and I have to turn the focus on right now my career. Doesn't mean that I'm putting the love relationship on the back burner. However, though, things must be balanced, because that's what happens, right, when things are not balanced, right? So for some of you here, maybe again, that's the issue. That's not going to be for all, but for some, okay? So it's really no love lost here. It's just like, let me cook. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. All right, give me one more card here for this side here. Incompatibility for the collective here. Incompatibility for the collective here. Yeah, look, I don't make this up. Increase money. And that shit is about to pay the fuck off. The shit is about to pay the fuck off. For some of you, this may not be for all. You could be in a situation and it's just kind of like incompatibility because there is a financial imbalance here. You have one person that may be the breadwinner of the family, but you may have the other person that may not be financially stable at this time. So it's like for the one that is a breadwinner, there could just be like a lot on one's plate right now. So that incompatibility here, because you're not being able to receive the help that you need. But again, it's like, stay focused right now. Stay focused, okay? I know this is a love reading, but I gotta tell you, stay focused right now, because increased money is coming. But I also feel here as well, but you know, looking at this self-love here, this is about your value here as well. So for some of you, again, during this self-love journey, you're learning your value. You're learning what you bring to the table. You're really embodying who the fuck you are, not who you thought you were, but who the fuck you are. And by you embodying that energy, your value is going up. So if your value is going up, you're not going to resonate with the same shit you came from, especially if that person is not trying to meet you halfway. Okay, so that's for some. For some of you guys, you just need to know, I don't know why this is coming up, but this is for somebody. You know, for some of you guys, you're going to have to accept that it's a lonely road to the top. It's a lonely road to the top. Okay? I never quite understood that. I knew at the beginning of my spirituality that will always come up, like, you're the lone wolf, you're the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I just like, I'm just gonna be alone for the rest of my life. And it's not like, no, you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life, but now I see. Okay, now I see. The more your value go up, the more your value go up, and however you see your value, okay, the more you value, the more your value goes up, and the more that you level up in life, the lonelier that it becomes. Okay, because you start to see people for who they are. You start to see the shit for what it is. And it's kind of like what they say, once you're woke, you can't go back. So for some of you, getting back to the reason why I brought that up, it's like needing to accept that. So in the past, that hurted me, because I'm like, what's going on? But now I understand. Now I accept that. Now I am okay with that. Okay? And again, it doesn't mean that you're going to be lonely. It just means that there is only a selective few that's allowed in your circle. And for some of you guys, you're going to have to learn how to accept that. Okay? I don't know why that needed to come out, but that's for somebody that's listening. You're going to have to learn how to accept that. It is what it is. You know? So learn how to be your own best friend. Okay? Learn how to show up for yourself. Learn how to pour into yourself. That's not going to be for everybody. Okay? But for those that it needs to be. And what's the overall energy here for incompatibility here? You got liar. That was weird. For some of you, again, there's definitely some third-party interferences that's going on here as well that could be creating also some level of incompatibility here as well. Because I feel like for some of you, this is not going to be for all. It's kind of like somebody is lying. It's creating lies, and it's like somebody is listening to it. For others here, the incompatibility and the respect issues of this connection is that this person lies. Knowing that their lies can jeopardize the future. Okay? I see some other stuff, but I'm not going to get into that though. because it's not pertaining to love here. So at the bottom of the deck, look at that, it came out anyway, jealous. I'm just going to say collective. We get ready to close out on this reading here, okay? You guys, whomever you're with, there's definitely jealousy. Jealousy is very close. Jealousy is very near. You got folks watching. You post about your boo. The photos with your boo. Okay? You got people jealous. You got people jealous on so many levels, and it's not just your love life. But I'm going to save all that tea for the Yeepa Shamanic Practitioner channel. But just know, you got some jealous motherfuckers around right now. Okay? And for some of you, this is an ex. For others, this is just random ass people on your social media platform. And for others, this is like in-laws. This is in-laws. But the thing is, your spirit team is like, don't take it personal. Like when people are jealous, you know what I'm saying, of you, you know, it's like really don't take it personal, because, you know, it just have a lot to do with them and who they are, you know, and it shows where they need to work on themselves at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So guys, that's pretty much it for you guys, okay? When it comes to this collective message, I hope you took something from it, gained something from it. But yeah, so until next time, Ashe.